Hey guys, Irma here. Sorry I haven't made a video for all my nursing people in a couple of, I think, a week or so. Um, I've just been studying really hard, doing my Hearst review and questions, and Thanksgiving was last week, and just been busy with that. I just finished getting ready, makeup, hair, because I have an interview today. Oh my gosh, I have an interview today at 3, I think 3:20. I'm kind of nervous because I don't know where the building is. So I'm like, okay, I gotta leave early because I don't like to be late. I have like this phobia or just I get really bad anxiety if I feel like I'm gonna be late to anywhere. So I always like to be early. Better to be early than be late. So even if I have to wait in my car, I'm still like, okay, I'm here, I'm fine. Um, I have an interview in here in my local children's hospital for their graduate nurse program, and I'm nervous because it's a panel interview. So I've been kind of preparing a little bit, looked up YouTube videos, looked up questions, thought about what I'm gonna say because I really, really, really want this position. I love kids. It's med surge. I can learn a lot. I'm really, really hoping for this position. Um, I don't know how many people or how many students, graduate nurses, they take into the program, but I want to learn more about it once I get there, ask questions about it, and hopefully I get the call. They said they'll call us back on the application and said they'll call us back by next week, by mid-December if we got the job, and then it starts up in January, which is fine with me. It's already December. I'm like, yeah, this job thing was crazy. So yes, I'll come back and talk to y'all after. Just to let you know how it went. Hey guys, me again. Just wanted to come quickly. I'm about to leave, head to my interview in a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes. But I got dressed. I wanted to give y'all a tip for interview that I'm doing. I do have a blazer, kind of a suit jacket, but the shoulders are kind of poofy and it didn't go well, and it looked just too big. So I just wore slacks and a dressy shirt and this undershirt's attached with it. And all I did was I got kind of a dressier, longer cardigan, and I just put it over just to give it layers. Um, so it kind of completes it, looks a little bit more professional and dressier. Yeah, I didn't have money to go buy an outfit like a suit, so I'm hoping this will be okay. I'll come back, like I said, and I'll talk to y'all after. Wish me luck. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back again. It is about 11 o'clock at night. I had my interview, and then I went to eat with my husband and my brothers in laws, and we've been home, watched some more shows, and now I'm getting ready for bed. Um, Quickly, I want to talk about the interview. Sorry, I'm talking low, but my husband's in the other room, playing his whatever, watching Netflix, I think, and I'm just gonna go to bed because after I left the interview, I kind of felt a little bit congested and runny nose, and I'm getting a headache. So I hope it's nothing, no sickness is coming on. I'm just gonna go to bed and see how I feel in the morning. Um, the interview lasted about, let's see, 20, 25, 30, maybe about 35 minutes or so. It was a panel interview, but it was two panel interviews. So I got there and I waited about 10 minutes before the HR lady came and got me. And she told me that it was going to be two interviews. And I was like, what? But she's like, it's okay. It's the same questions. Just go in there, be confident. So the first part of interviews was with the nurse managers and other people. I didn't really know who they were. I know it was the nurse manager, the HR lady who got me, and then another lady, another man. And so we were all sitting in a big table, and we were sitting there, and I sat at the end of the table, at the head of the table, And they asked me general questions. First, they asked me, wanted to know about me, why I chose the hospital, my short-term goals, my long-term goals. They asked me strengths and weaknesses, how I deal with conflict, my accomplishments, why I am the best candidate for the position. They asked me, what else did they ask me? They wanted me to describe a time that I had to choose uh, a decision. I have to make a difficult decision. They asked me how my past careers or jobs helped me now. Um, those were the main questions they asked me, and I knew in the first few questions I was really, really nervous, and I was like kind of spinning in my chair, and I was like, okay, my head needed to calm down, and I mean, I was expecting some of those questions, but then some of them I was like put on the spot, and I'm like, So that lasted about 15 minutes, 20 minutes there, and then they asked me if I had any questions for them, and I asked them what was their ideal candidate, and I also asked about the program and how long it was and so forth. So then after that was done, I was like, yeah. And then so she walked me out, and right across the hall was where I was going to be interviewed by the staff on the floor. So the unit people, the nurses, different departments, the med surge, the pediatric ICU. There was a clinical educator that was in there too, and they were actually like giving us points for our responses. From what I could see from sitting next to some of them, they would I don't know what their rating score was, but I wasn't really focusing on that. I was just trying to answer as best as I could, and they asked me the same questions. Sometimes they went more into depth about what I responded, and they wanted a little bit more details. Like when I give examples, they were like, "Well, what if this outcome happens? What if that?" You know. They asked me, one question was, "Tell me how your coworkers or professors would describe you." So that was a good one where I kind of gave them what what the hospital looks for, and how I am as a person, my characteristics and my attributes. They asked me why I was the best candidate for the position, and for that answer, I didn't really want to say I'm better than the other people or the other interviewers, but I really didn't know who was interviewing. So what I told them was that I said, I can't really tell you if I'm better or I am better than the other people because I don't know who's interviewing, but I can tell you that knowing myself and knowing how I work and knowing how Driscoll, what their mission values and where their values are, Driscoll, I mean, sorry, I don't want to say the hospital, but the hospital and the way I am, I feel that we would be good together, and being in this facility we would both help each other out. I would be a great asset to your floors, to your hospital, because I would grow and as a nurse, and we would coincide together with what we believe in, which is ultimately providing great care to children and their families. Basically, I ended it like that, and I mean, it seemed to go well. I was a little bit nervous, and at the end, my throat was really hurting from talking so much. But they were really organized in how they were asking questions. Each person would ask a question. So, yes, that's basically my interview in a nutshell. I hope I did well. I feel I prepared and I knew what I was saying. I didn't really say a lot of like you know. I tried to pause in between my answering. I didn't just jumble on and babble. So I hope I did well. I find out if I get the job. I think next week they said they would call us. I asked them how many graduate nurses they hired onto the program and how it worked. Yeah, so that was my experience. Hopefully it goes well, and hopefully I get it, because I really enjoy this hospital, and it would be a privilege to work there, because this hospital, I lived in this town forever, so working in this hospital will be monumental, and it would be a great way to start off my nursing career. So that's all, guys. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great night. Bye.